Well. Good evening, YouTube. It's definitely evening. It's almost 10 p.m. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey, S.O.S. McCabe. S.O.S. for me stands for Sons of Scripture. I just left one of their group meetings. Amazing. Thank you to all the men there. It's a Christian-based, sober men's group, which is one of the most amazing group of men I would say that I've ever, interacted with. I've never been part of a men's group. This is my first one, but my goodness, what a great group of guys. I've been struggling. It's been a rough couple of weeks. And oddly enough, so I'll just go a little bit into detail and we'll get into Stoic. But it's like, I haven't been able to see my kids. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm able to see them. And it's like, the best way to explain it's like the conflict part of it was done. So then I get to see them and I'm super happy. I'm grateful. But there's this really weird swing of like negative emotions that comes right behind it. It happened to me. I haven't been going through this forever, but this last year has been a bit touch and go relationship wise with my kid's mom. So anyways, the same kind of thing happened to me last time. Last time it was 2 months I didn't see my kids. And then she let me see them and then I went really into a bad place. So I wasn't going to go to the meeting tonight. I haven't been for some time. And I dropped the kids off and I was like, I think I should go. And what a great decision. So if you're somebody struggling, you want to come to a meeting with me, let me know. I'll take you. If you're not from around these parts and you have, any ability to find a group of people like this, I suggest you go. Being in community is the best thing for someone who is struggling. So with that out of the way, this is the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. It is February 1st. We made it out of the year of January. I keep seeing that joke on Facebook. It's like, January was a rough year, but we made it. So, although I've cheated twice this month with my Stoic videos, where I produced one the next day and then posted it as the day before. I did that earlier. I made it. I made all 31 days in January, so let's keep the momentum rolling. We're going to try to do it every day in February, even if it's a bit clunky, a bit last minute. I don't care, right? And I think for me, like I said, it's a challenge. I want to get into the YouTube world. This is good experience for me. I've had some people reaching out with some ideas, which is great. And I hope to grow and create better content and grow this channel along with my other billion of creative endeavors I'd like to get into. So if you've been here, if you watch any videos, thank you very much. Thanks for sharing, or thanks for being here. Hit the like, share, and comment button. It really helps the algorithm and it's free. So the Daily Stoic, let's get to it. Ancient philosophy created in Greece thousands of years ago. So it's a daily reader. You get to read one of these meditations. It's listed there every day of the month. Every month they have sort of compelled it or directed it towards a theme. So when you get to the first of the month, it'll give you the theme and then it'll start you down the journey. So February, we're going to have the leap year day in it, which we would have done last year, but I believe I was in rehab when that passed. So anyways, February is Passions and Emotions Month. Perfect, because I've been very emotional today and over the last couple weeks, especially yesterday and today. February 1st for the hot-headed man. That's talking to me. Keep this thought handy when you feel a fit of rage coming on. It isn't manly to be enraged. Rather, gentleness and civility are more gentleness. Gentless. Look at me reading without looking. Rather, gentleness and civility are more human and therefore manlier. A real man doesn't give way to anger and discontent, and such a person has strength, courage, and endurance, unlike the angry and complaining. The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. That's a hard one, right? Macho man is mad, not macho man, like not the wrestler, but a macho man thinks that angry outbursts are okay. Punch. I've never punched walls. I think I punched a wall once when I was a kid, and it really hurt my hand. I was like, I don't care how mad I am. I'm gonna hurt myself. But I was never that like blind rage. And I'd like to think, although sometimes not there, I'd like to think I can stay calm. But That's not always the case. I can be pretty hot-headed. I remember when I used to drink, I would be the loudest, most obnoxious person there, and if anybody had a problem with it, we was all going to have a problem with it. I apologize to all my friends who I've ever caused trouble with at parties. You know what Mac Miller said, it ain't a party till they're kicking me out, or you fall asleep. I fell asleep a lot. Anyways, that's a tough one for macho guys who like to be angry. It's not manly to be angry. I like that. So let's see what the modern day Stoics have to do about it. Why do athletes talk trash to each other? Why do they deliberately say offensive and nasty things to their competitors when the refs aren't looking? To provoke a reaction. Distracting and angering opponents is an easy way to knock them off their game. Try to remember that when you find yourself getting mad, anger is not impressive or tough. It's a mistake. It's a weakness. Whoever makes you angry is your master. Depending on what you're doing, it might even be a trap that someone laid for you. Fans and opponents called boxer Joe Louis the ring robot because he was utterly unemotional. His cold, calm demeanor was far more than terrifying than any crazed look or emotional outburst would have been. Strength is the ability to maintain a hold of oneself. It's being the person who never gets mad, who cannot be rattled because they're in control of their passions rather than controlled by their passions. I like that one. And it's not, you know, it's a tough one to live by. It's a tough one to attain to never be rattled, to never be angry. But I've been thinking about that in my own situation the last couple of weeks. Like I got angry as well, right? Like, so there's no winner when people get mad, right? If somebody else gets mad and I get mad that they're mad, well, I didn't really gain anything, did I? Did I do better than them? Am I not just like the person who got mad if I'm mad? Something to think about is to control your emotions, and that's what Stoicism is all about. And further than that, the basketball analogy, I love getting under people's skin when you're playing sports or something like that, or even in like a good heated debate. I can get, like, if we're in a group, I learned this a lot in like group settings or whatever, in therapy or whatever. I can get the whole room upset and not care, walk away. And I do that a lot with people. Like, if we get in an argument, if we're talking politics or whatever, right? If you want to get to arguing, I could argue and get animated, but I can watch. I know it probably comes from like rapping and stuff. We used to, like, when I first started rapping when I was a kid, everything was a battle, right? Like, if we're at the house and I start rapping, somebody else can start rapping. He's going to say something about me. I'm going to say something about him. This was before like battle rap as we know it. This was like, we still had beats playing all the time, right? The OG, like, little living room raps or stand on the street battle raps, you know. But I had really thick skin for it. Like, you could say anything to me, I'm not gonna get upset, I'm gonna take your heart out. But even in debates, like, I could argue and get like really animated, and then you're gonna walk away mad. I'm like, I don't know why he's mad. Thought we were just jousting verbally. So anyways, that is your Daily Stoic for February 1st, 2025. Thank you for turning in. I'm gonna be uploading this at like 10:30 at night. It's not late. I actually did it on the 1st. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to do a couple in the spot tomorrow. I'll get out of the car a little bit and maybe film a few pre-film or whatever. We'll see. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep learning. Promise you, when the weather's nicer, we're gonna see some cool outdoor stuff. Maybe I'll climb a building or something. Maybe I'll go right in the city hall and film. I did all kinds of crazy shit with this thing last year. So stay tuned. It's gonna get cool. It's still cool, but it's just in the car a lot because they don't really have a good spot to do it. But when it's warm out, I'm gonna go outside. That's it. Love, hope, and faith. I'll catch you later. Peace.